Now let's go into a discussion on developing your research problem. So this is a very important first step when you want to undertake research. Obviously, before you start doing research, you need to know what you want to research about. And basically, in developing this, you need to come up with your research problem, or some people would call this your research question. What is the problem that you want to answer through research? So there are various ways where you can approach the development of your research problem. But first, you can base your research problem on prior experience. So, for example, as a CEC manager, you've already had experience, for example, in your household, wherein members of your family have learned how to use computers, and in your experience, you've seen that how knowledge of using computers has improved, for example, study habits of your children, or maybe has provided your relatives livelihood opportunities or job opportunities. So based on this experience, you would want to do further research on how CECs themselves can be effective tools for education, or CECs as areas for places where people can really get jobs. So you can do research on that based on your experience. Another way wherein you can derive research problems are from theories. For example, if you've been reading theories on adult learning or theories of learning, maybe you would want to do research on how, for example, you can apply these theories of adult learning in order to design a better digital literacy program for your community center. You can look at innovations whose worth have been proven maybe in other areas, but you would also want to prove to also work in your area. For example, innovations such as social media, social media like Facebook, like other forms of programs that promote social interaction. You would want to do research on whether or not such programs might also be useful in promoting community togetherness in your area, in your municipality. You could also go into research problems based on the current priority development areas. For example, at the national level, the current government is very keen on promoting transparency in governance. So perhaps you would want to do research on how CECs can actually be places wherein the process of governance can be more transparent. Perhaps at the local level, some municipalities, some local leaders would see as a priority issues such as health, such as providing livelihood. So you can do research. Your research problems can focus on, for example, how can CECs address livelihood skills development? How can CECs be a good venue for health promotion? So these are examples on how you can develop research problems from. So one good way, as suggested by Tuckman, a good way wherein you can craft your research problems is to follow some of these characteristics about a good research problem or a research question. So first, a good research problem should ask about the relationship between two or more variables. So for example, you would want to study cause-effect relationship. Doing one thing will lead to another. It should also be stated clearly and usually in question form. That's why research problems are sometimes called research questions, because it's in a question form. It should be possible to collect data to answer the question. So this is where methods such as quantitative and qualitative types of research will come in, because you would develop variables and develop indicators and ways that you would collect data in order to answer the question. And lastly, it should not represent a moral or ethical questions. So for example, it might be difficult to come up with a research problem, like for example, are community e-centers the best way to promote some religious ideas that might represent some moral or ethical issues in your community. So you have to be careful about that. So based on Tuckman's criteria on developing a good research problem or a research question, I placed here three hypothetical research questions. So the first one is, will setting up a CEC lead to economic prosperity in our municipality? Another one would be, how will CECs empower women? And the third is, does the CEC's digital literacy program have an effect on employment rates in the municipality? So looking at these three questions, and maybe again going back to the four criteria as suggested by Tuckman, I would ask you now, which of these three would be the best research question? Okay, so ponder on this. Thank you very much.